Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Rudy by David Anspaugh starring Sean Astin. I don't believe I've heard of or seen any films from this director before, but I've definitely heard of Rudy. It's a film I've seen on many best sports movie lists. As you already know, I'm a big fan of Sean Astin's work. I've reviewed the entire Lord of the Rings franchise, including The Hobbit on the channel, so do check those out when you get the chance. Anyways, I don't know much about this film except it being an underdog story. I love a good underdog story like Rocky, which I've also reviewed by the way. I think Sean Astin's character has to overcome the odds to be a successful sportsman. I think it's either baseball or American football in this case. Either way, I'm pretty excited. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this film and over 120 movies and TV shows. Early access, weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below, by the way. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Do check out my other videos. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Rudy, Anspaugh, Astin, let's go. The following is based on a true story. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Sean Astin. Ned Beatty. I know that actor. I think I've seen him in Network, which I watched on the channel. A fantastic film, by the way. Jon Favreau. Holy crap. He's a huge director and showrunner nowadays. Okay, this film is about American football, not baseball.
I'm sick of being all-time center.
Rudy, I told you 5 times. You can't play anything else but all-time center. You're too small. Bon Vecchio! The snow! What a spaz.
Oh man. You feel for the kid. He's already being set up as an underdog. Oh. Music by Jerry Goldsmith.
Excuse me, young lady. Who are you?
Sherry Walensky.
Bob's kid?
Rudy's girlfriend, Pop.
He is not. Yes, I am. After high school, I'm going to play football at Notre Dame.
And I'm gonna buy a mansion on Lakeshore Drive.
Oh, nobody believes him. And I love the zoom in on his face.
And let me get it, boys. That's when we go on offense. That's when we go to.
That's all Rudy cares about.
What do you say, man? Yeah.
Hey, Rudy! Keep that hands back!
A couple of years later.
Bring it on down, guys! Come on!
He's so much smaller than the other dudes.
You're gonna miss.
Yeah, I think he's realizing that this is the end of his football career because it's only high school football.
Mr. Rudiker, would you be interested in joining us? If I were giving out grades for daydreaming, you'd be getting an A. Their achievements are grand up here, but here, where it counts, they fall short.
Ouch.
Where are you going? I'm going to see Notre Dame.
You don't have the grades for Joliet Community, much less Notre Dame. Not everyone is meant to go to college.
Oh man. I know he's trying to tell him the truth, but it's coming off as condescending. He doesn't even get to go on the tour. 4 years later. So he's in his early 20s now, I assume?
Hey, Rudy!
Oh man, he's working at a furnace.
And that is
My birthday.
I don't know what to think of this.
This is fantastic.
Oh, he likes it.
Pete, I don't know how I'm ever gonna thank you.
How does it look?
you were born to wear that jacket.
The only one who ever took me serious, Pete.
You've always got to have somebody in your corner.
Having dreams is what makes life tolerable.
What is your problem? Or maybe he'll give you permission to wipe his ass.
Hey, why don't you leave him alone?
Why don't you mind your own business?
What an a-hole.
You used to tell me if you had one half of Rudy's heart and desire, you could have been all kinds.
What a friend.
I said you were a pussy.
Ever since he started working here, he's been pissed off at the world.
Yeah, because he's not the same kind of god around here that he was in high school.
This happens with a lot of overachievers in high school. They don't amount to much after high school.
There's no pressure in the line! Take it out of it!
So far, the cinematography and the sound design, they've been good, but nothing amazing so far. Holy crap.
Let us pray.
Oh man, there's nobody left in his corner. Yeah, I can already tell this film will make me emotional. It's I can't make a definitive statement about the directing work, but the actual script, it's so well written already.
If I don't go now, I'll never be any good for you, or for me, or anybody.
If you have to go, then you'll have to go alone.
It's either her or Notre Dame.
You can take a couple of weeks off. Your grandfather, he buys some land, and gets a couple hundred cows. Within 5 months, every one of those cows was dead with disease.
Oh man.
So one day, he took off, chasing a stupid dream. Causes nothing but you and everyone around you heartache.
So he's speaking from experience, but should still take a chance.
Frank is going to take over plan number 2.
I don't want to be Frank or John.
You've got dreams, Rudy.
I need to see somebody about going to school here.
The admissions office doesn't open for another couple of hours yet.
Okay, the music is very inspirational and beautiful. It's Jerry Goldsmith after all.
How long have you thought about this decision?
We usually recommend a grieving or a cooling off
Escape
period.
into the cloth?
That's just an expression that we use.
He thinks he wants to be a priest.
You think I want to become a priest? Nothing against being a priest, Father, but I don't think it's for me.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I want to go to school at Notre Dame.
This university, it's not for everybody.
My whole life, people have been telling me what I could do and couldn't do.
Okay, Mr. Rudy. Holy Cross Junior College is nearby. I can get you 1 semester there. You make grades, you get another semester. Then maybe with a high enough GPA, you might have a chance of getting into Notre Dame.
Oh, he can transfer later. Okay, there's some glimmer of hope. Look at a fresh-faced Sean Astin. Yeah, these notes really tug at your heartstrings. This is something he's been watching on TV for his entire life, and he finally gets to see it. The football field.
Not supposed to be here.
Hey, someday I'm gonna come out of that tunnel and I'm gonna run onto this field.
Well, ain't gonna be this day. Coach Parsegian know about it? Well, maybe you best tell him first.
Man, you can't just
Coach, can I talk to you for a second? Please, it'll just take a minute.
Sorry, Coach, I tried.
I've been a Notre Dame fan, for as long as I can remember, since I was a little kid. Anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself and say I look forward to seeing you at practice.
I don't think he took him very seriously, the coach.
And when God does that...
John Favreau. He also looks young.
These for me, Dennis, by Tuesday. Appreciate it.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Okay, he's a teacher's assistant. John Favreau himself is so talented, both as an actor and a filmmaker.
All right, so if you're interested, call soon, all right?
All right.
Maybe tonight.
You don't have a goddamn clue, do you? About how to get an A in that class. I could help you. I got Notre Dame pretty well staked out, you know?
Staked out?
Girls. Here, I just don't know. Here at Holy Cross.
Oh, okay. I already know what they mean.
Maybe I do know some girls. Stay back, okay?
All right.
Look at the size difference with most of the other players.
I need your help. I want to be your assistant.
I don't need an assistant.
I just want to be a part of this university.
Meet me here tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Hut, blue and gold, let's go.
You know, you look really familiar to me.
Come on, say something.
You heard about the dance on Saturday night, right? Right? Do you have any plans?
Dude, say something.
No.
I would love to introduce you to my roommate, Elsa.
Having a date is infinitely better than having no date.
Hey, do you live in here?
Believe it or not, got my own home. That cops will win my sciatica acts up.
What was that for?
No, I'm living with a friend in town.
Oh man, it's the locker room. Probably dreamt about being in this room his entire life.
Angelo Bertelli, Johnny Lujack, Leon Hart, Terry Hanratty, John Hewitt, Jack
He knows
Snow,
everyone.
John Latner. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna go outside, inside and outside. We're gonna get him on the run, boys.
He still remembers it.
He says,
What a beautiful
good.
moment.
Well, I think we're better than them.
And beautiful
They
music.
can't lick us.
Oh man. That was the reason he kept it unlocked, so he'd have a place to sleep.
She's out of our league.
Tell her I'm a Fields. It's in Marshall Fields. She'll know. Just tell her that.
Do you see that guy over there? Over by the pillar? Could you maybe wave at him a little bit? Just kind of humor him?
It's been quite a while, but we've never actually seen Rudy play football as an adult quite yet.
But Father Kavanaugh says that if I make the grades, that I'll have a real good shot at getting in.
You're not a Notre Dame student?
I don't think he realized he slipped it out.
You can't be a part of the boosters. I'm sorry.
Or he's working for it. Look at the number of people. I can imagine how sad he must be standing right next to the stadium while a game is being played. Oh, the groundskeeper knows. Good for him.
You ever see a game from in here?
Nope.
Hey, Fortune, thanks for the blanket and the key.
No, I don't know nothing about it.
Well, then who put the key on the cot?
You hear what I just said?
Yeah.
All B's. And an A.
Very good compared to his previous grades. Yeah, I don't think that's good news. Even with B's and A's, he can't get in? Dude.
You're going to surprise. How come you got that Notre Dame jacket on?
I'm going there next year.
Then that's where I'm going too.
Oh, yeah?
Do you want something to eat?
An A and 3 B's.
Good for you.
Good for you?
You gotta come over for a game, Dad. It's so exciting. You've never seen anything like
I
it.
watch the games here on my television. That's fine for me.
Well, that semester at junior college sure didn't make you any smarter.
I'm glad you made good grades.
Hey, Johnny boy, aren't you gonna wish your little brother Merry Christmas?
Oh man. Sherry. This is awkward.
I gotta go.
Well, then again, it was Rudy who broke up with her, so I don't really blame her. It's just a sad situation. I don't. There's nobody to blame here. He applied again. No, it's not good news. Or else, this scene would have been framed differently, not from very far away.
Total failure. Everything I did.
You got your head so far up your ass about that damn football team, you don't get the fact. You just got 1 year, top quality education.
Exactly. So he's 23 now. And still studying and working his butt off.
Thank you.
This is his third application. Oh. Oh. I thought he'd be triumphant and put his hand up or something. Oh man, 3 times rejected. The sheer perseverance of this man, still not getting discouraged. I would have given up a long time ago. But I guess this is a part of the American dream. You can be who you want to if you try hard enough. If you believe in yourself.
If I don't get in next semester, it's over, done. Have I done everything I possibly can? Can you help me?
He still has some self-doubt.
Shan.
He has to get in this time, man. This time he's being framed with his face. Yeah, it's been approved. Oh wow, what a performance by Sean Astin here. And with Notre Dame in the background, how beautiful. His father better be proud of him.
I did it.
My son's going to Notre Dame.
All right, Rudy, way to go.
My son's going to Notre Dame.
The look on his brother's face is priceless. I'm sorry, I know it's petty, but I feel it.
At least 35 scholarship players are going to be watching the games from the stand.
Wow.
Pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up.
And there's this whole controversy about college athletes not getting paid, even though they're very commercialized. I don't know too much about it. South Park did an episode, which was hilarious. Student athletes. If you didn't get that reference, it's from South Park. I guess if you don't have the physical prowess, you need speed.
Get out of here.
Come on, coach, I can do it.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Have you been watching? No athletic skills. That boy's... He's put more effort than any two guys we got on the team.
You fellas decide. You fellas decide.
Well, he didn't impress 2 out of the 3 coaches.
Now, you think you can give the same effort day in and day out for the next 5 months?
Wait, does that mean I'm on the team?
Yeah, kid, you're on the team.
Thank you!
Hey, come on.
Thanks for everything.
What's that?
It's the key to the maintenance room.
Don't know nothing about it.
Remember, you promised. You'll come see your first game if I ever dress.
Hey, kid, you ever dress? I'll be there.
Oh. The American football culture is so ingrained in American society and has been for like 100 years. It's a really nice song too.
Don't you understand, man? If you don't cool it out there, you're gonna end up getting yourself killed.
If I cool it, I won't be helping you guys get ready for the next week's games. Got it?
He's earning the respect of the senior players.
That's all he's about.
He's just
Not
doing his
this idiot.
job, Jamie.
That's Vince Vaughn! I don't think I've seen him in a film this early before. Ooh, good for you, Rudy. That was a decent challenge.
What are you doing, huh? If you had a tenth of the heart of Rudiger's, you could have made All-American. As it is, you just went from the third team to the prep team.
Oh.
Come on, get out of here.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn is barely recognizable.
What do I have to do? Get pictures taken at practice just to prove that I'm on the team?
I believe you, Rudy.
Wow, I love this machine.
I mean, I've kind of accepted the fact that God made certain people to be football players, and I'm not one of them. I would really appreciate it if you could let me dress one game next season.
Is this just for your father?
No, it's for everybody who told me that being a Notre Dame football player would be impossible.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, he agreed!
You'll dress for one game next season.
Oh, man!
There's no way I can thank you for everything you've done.
You already have.
Oh. Is he dating anyone?
Hi.
See you again.
She's my girl now. She's coming with me.
Thanks for everything. Don't I know you?
Rudiger, get your ass back out here.
That was a satisfying moment for him, at least. Still no. Sean Astin's performance has been seriously good.
Sorry, man.
Rudy, sorry, man.
Yeah, by now he has the respect from the entire team.
That's what I said. I quit.
Well, I don't want you to quit.
What you doing here? Don't you have practice?
Not anymore. I quit. To prove to everyone that I
Prove
work.
what? You're 5 feet nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability. And you hung in with the best college football team in the land for 2 years. And you're also gonna walk out of here with a degree from the University of Notre Dame. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself.
Powerful words of advice.
Hell, I've seen too many games in this stadium.
I thought you said you never saw a game.
I've never seen a game from the stands.
Oh.
You were a player?
Oh.
I rode the bench for 2 years. Thought I wasn't being played because of my color. I got filled up with a lot of attitude. So I quit. Still not a week goes by, I don't regret it.
What a beautiful scene.
It's Rudy.
He's back. The entire team rooting for him.
Welcome back. Line up.
Can't believe this is a true story, or at least it's based on true story.
I want Rudy to dress in my place, Coach. He deserves it.
I want Rudy to dress in my place.
There's so much pressure on this coach.
Promise me he'll be on that bus tomorrow. Frank, I want you to be there too.
This is what his entire life has been pointing towards. The father is here.
This is the most beautiful sight these eyes have ever seen.
He's a lifelong sports fan, I get that.
You ready, champ?
I've been ready for this my whole life.
That smile, he's just so proud. And it's almost like he's living his own dream through Rudy. So the game is already underway. Oh man, they're already in the lead, so what's the harm? He's so humbled, he doesn't even know how to react.
37 seconds remaining, and it'll be all over here at Notre Dame Stadium.
Come on, Billy, let's get a score for Rudy. Last game.
All right, Jimmy, this one's yours.
Come on, man, just give him a chance, coach. I think that's a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
That was for you.
After toiling for 2 years and partying
All right,
field and
go get there, kid.
He gets his chance! And the music peaks. What a great scene. Can't believe you finally get to see him play, and not only that, he tackles somebody successfully. This moment is so well earned, both in real life and narratively speaking. Wow, he's being carried off. A hero's exit. Everybody's proud of him, but I'm so happy for Fortune and the father. Not much for the brother though. What a beautiful moment with excellent music by Jerry Goldsmith. And then since 1975, no other Notre Dame player has been carried off the field. Wow. Wow, what a high honor. And that's the real Rudy. He graduated from Notre Dame in '76. 5 of Rudy's younger brothers went to college and all received degrees. Wow, he must have been an inspiration to all of his younger brothers. What a fantastic film! I cannot believe I've never seen this film. That was excellent, guys. That was excellent. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, what a great movie. What an inspiration. I cannot believe that this was based on a true story, and I cannot believe I haven't watched this movie, especially considering how much I love inspirational sports films. This film was very well directed and the performances were fantastic, especially by Sean Astin. The other strengths of the film included the excellent score by Jerry Goldsmith and the fantastic script. The editing and the pacing were great too, whereas I couldn't find any outright negatives to talk about. I did feel like the cinematography was average, considering every other aspect was excellent. Let's start with the directing by David Anspaugh and the writing by Angelo Pizzo. I don't know how accurate this film was to reality, but even if the writer took some creative liberties, I wouldn't mind it at all because the end result was glorious. I went through a whole bunch of emotions while watching the film, from being sad to emotional and depressed to being hopeful and finally being overwhelmingly happy at the end. It was really a roller coaster of emotions. Anspaugh and Pizzo really set up Rudy as an underdog from the very first scene. As a child, it was shown that nobody believed in him or his dreams. Not his father, not his brothers, not his friends. The only person who was in his corner till that point was his friend Peter, who sadly passes away from a workplace accident. His death finally motivates Rudy to try out for Notre Dame, his dream college, his father's favorite sports team. Although he doesn't get in, he starts at the nearby Holy Cross College, where he dramatically improves his grades. For almost 2 years, he works his butt off and applies to Notre Dame over and over again, gets rejected, but it finally pays off after almost 2 years when he gets in. Sadly, he realizes that getting in is only half the fight. He spends another year and a half just practicing with the team and winning the approval from everybody just based on his insane work ethic. Some of these scenes were very hard to watch, especially the ones he gets rejected over and over and over again and people talk down to him. Apart from that one time, we never get to see him lose his hope for a second, and that really went to show the determination in his heart. Throughout his college years, he did have two people in his corner, and I think you could argue a third person, the priest, but the main two were Fortune, the groundskeeper, and D-Bob, the teaching assistant. Through their help and through Rudy's faith, Rudy keeps his grades and earns minimum wage to keep practicing with the team, and that in itself made him so happy. It was very heartwarming. During the years, he makes multiple trips back home, and in one of his trips, he sees his ex-fiancée hooking up with one of his brothers. Although that was a little sad to see, I don't blame her for a second, and neither do I blame the brother really. It was Rudy's decision to leave and chase his dream, and that has consequences he has to live with. Fair enough. He takes it like a man and doubles down in his efforts in training. When all the teammates lay down their jerseys in support of Rudy in the third act, that actually made me emotional. He rightfully earned everybody's respect by that point. Even most of the coaching staff, except the new coach, I think Devin, I forgot his name, sorry. Anyways, at the end, he does get on the field for one play, which his father witnesses. And although that was an emotional scene, I felt happier for Rudy than his father or anybody else. He didn't need to prove it to anybody but himself at the end. So I'm just happy for Rudy. I really enjoyed Anspaugh's directing, but the writing was the real strength of the film. Moving on to the cinematography and the editing, the cinematography was pretty good, but I wouldn't say it was award worthy or anything. A couple of the scenes, like the close-up shots of Rudy, were great, and the landscape shots of Notre Dame, they were very tastefully done. It really romanticized the American football culture for sure. As for the editing, it was very well shot and paced. The film did not feel like it wasted any scenes, or neither did it feel like it was too long. Very good work in this department. The music by Jerry Goldsmith was just fantastic as usual. He's a legend. The score switched between sad and inspirational to triumphant by the end. Some of the notes were very emotional, and it contributed to the tears that were forming in my eyes in some of the more emotional scenes. The sound design itself was great too, especially in the third act when we got to see the entire stadium chant Rudy's name. I cannot begin to imagine how that must have felt in real life. I'm definitely going to be reading up on Rudy's career after finishing the review. Rudy himself was played masterfully by Sean Astin, I was aware of his acting chops from watching Lord of the Rings, but holy crap, he was amazing. There were several scenes where I wanted to go through the screen and just give the man a hug and tell him everything was going to be okay. He really played his character with a lot of innocence, naivete, and heart. His character was pitied by a lot of people in the film, and he never took it personally, which I admire. Instead, he used it to further believe in himself and motivate himself. It was just excellent to watch. I've already talked about the main criticism I had of this film, the cinematography, which I wouldn't say was criticism, it was average. But there's one other thing I want to talk about. It's Rudy's family's reaction to his success. We only got to see one shot of his father and his brother being proud. I wish we got to see a little more. I wish we got to see him rubbing it in their faces a little. I also wish we got to see the reaction from his ex-fiancée after seeing him succeed. Maybe that's a little petty of me, which it probably is, but still, that's just how I felt. I guess the director didn't show us more because it was not about them at all. It was about Rudy and his moment to shine. Overall, Rudy was one of the best inspirational underdog stories I've seen in a long, long time. I loved almost every moment of the entire film, starting from the script to the performances to the excellent score to the way it made me feel inside. I really felt like if I believed in something with all my heart and tried to achieve it with every ounce of my soul, I will get there. I will get there eventually. This film was such a journey, and I do feel like I'll come back to it, like Rocky, every couple of years when I need to feel inspired. This film is an easy recommendation for anyone and everyone. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. Do check out my other videos. Like if you liked this video. Dislike it if you didn't. I will see you on the next one. Bye.